Greetings, ladies and germs, and everything in between. My name is Dustin Cormier. You're watching another episode of How to Rock Astrology. I've been trying to make some short videos on my channel, so I'm going to see if I can keep this one lickety-split. I am reading today, talking about some synastry. The topic is what occurs when one person's moon sign is in the same sign conjunct another person's north node, the Rahu sign. Now, I'm going to be reading in two ways. The first one is from your perspective. If you're the moon person, if your partner has their north node conjunct your moon in the same sign as your moon, then the second reading here in this episode is going to be, what's it like when you have your north node conjunct your partner's moon? What will be brought out? Both of these readings are coming from a book called Cosmic Love, The Secrets of Astrology of Intimacy Revealed by Jan Spiller. I really like this lady's writing on the nodes in particular. So this is part of the North Node Conjunctions of the Planets in Synastry series. Keep your eyes peeled for the South Node, as well as North Node in your partner's houses, coming soon. So what's the North Node all about, and what does it mean in Synastry? When the North Node in one person's chart is conjunct a planet in another's chart, a soul contract has been made to come together in this lifetime for mutual benefit. The North Node person brings the special gift of helping you realize one of your talents. They function like a good luck charm by energizing the area of your life ruled by the planet involved. Keep in mind that this is kind of for better or worse in terms of your subjective experience, because it can be painful if you've got a difficult moon. If the moon is debilitated in Scorpio, if it's malefic by being waning, if it's close to the new moon as opposed to the full moon, if it's conjunct Saturn, or if it's with any malefic planets, all of these things can give the moon some difficulty. Now, if your partner got their north node on your moon, this can bring out the difficulties of your moon. But light begets light. And by that person's north node, the excitement of the north node comes because your partner has spent too much time in the south node. And they're looking to, they can't help but be blissfully energized by all things related to any planet in their north node sign. It's just like yoga. It's just how it works. We tend to move towards that which will grow our soul because we've done what we've already done way too much. So the north node person is going to be energized by the moon's placement in that same sign. And this is going to bring out your moon. So if you have a good moon, then this is juice. You're just getting more of that good thing and learning to integrate it positively while letting go of what baggage is there. But for those who have a difficult moon placement, who have difficulty with the second chakra, the Svadhisthana chakra, even with a difficult Venus and moon especially, the North Node person will express an awareness of your difficulty, and they will see the good in it. Because ultimately, all of us are pure awareness beyond the veils of astral genetic karma. They will see the good in you despite the moon not being up to par if you have a weak moon. And regardless, this partner will be bringing out the qualities of your moon so that you can both see it, and ultimately they will appreciate the good and the bad of it, because it's, whether it's good or bad, it's the opposite of where they've been, and they want to deal with this reality. So you'll be giving them an emotional lesson as well as they will be giving you an emotional lesson. So what does the moon represent in regards to the north node when someone's north node is on our moon? The moon in our birth chart represents our deepest emotional needs for nourishment on all levels. Its placement by house and sign reveals the most vulnerable part of ourselves, where we most need to feel loving support in order to thrive. The moon, subconscious indicator of our true feelings, is an important factor to consider in marriage. The North Node conjunct the moon is a tremendous mutual blessing in any type of long-term relationship. Typically means that the North Node person will really have a patience or a desire to be with all the jaded dimensions of the moon person's personality, because we all have it. We all have, even the people with the best moon are going, the moon is like, the moon and the sun are essential arbiters. They're the solar reflection of all of our planets combined into one personality. So people meet the moon in Sagittarius like I've got, but they're also seeing where my Jupiter is. They're also seeing where my Venus is. They're also seeing where my sun is through that moon in Sagittarius personality. And the North Node person tends to appreciate all that you are and to be able to weed past the difficulties associated with the moon in this case, and to still take it wholesale and to just see that you are more than the difficulties that you think you have. We all have them again, right? But sometimes it just takes another set of eyes to see that it's not as bad as we think. So let's first read in this reading. We're going to talk about you as the moon person. If your moon is in a sign and your partner or your father or your mother or your brother or your teacher or anybody has their north node on your moon, this is the lessons that you're going to be moving through with them. The north node person has come into your life because on a deep level, your soul is calling for you to open your heart bravely without fear of personal rejection. It's time for you to release emotional defenses and let yourself trust. Actually, just being around this person makes you feel loved, accepted, protected, and supported. You can relax. This person gives you a sense of belonging and of being right where you should be. Again, people with an ill moon, the moon is supposed to enjoy these things. So if you are the moon in Scorpio, you're used to not needing other people, right? This is the moon debilitated or, damaged in any way. You want to be able to do things yourself, which is not the moon at its best nature. The moon and the Svadhisthana chakra are supposed to work smarter, not harder, and to blend with the energy and love all around it. So somebody being completely okay with you and accepting you for all that you are, there's almost like you can mistrust it if you don't have a good moon. And it can feel painful for someone to accept all that you are. This is part of the lesson that this person is bringing out in you. The North Node person satisfies many of your basic needs, and they help you to connect with your true feelings. They see who you really are and reflect your core motivations and the goodness of your being back to you in a way that you recognize and appreciate. This person evokes a loving energy that gives you confidence in your ability to express caring and to be appreciated in return. Your job is to accept their nurturing gift and allow yourself to become more open and comfortable with others. By permitting this person to stimulate your heart center, you also bring out the best in them. This connection is excellent for marriage and long-lasting friendships, since there will always be a mutual flow of nourishment, love, and caring. Even whatever nature your moon is, that person will come at you in a way that your moon appreciates. Even if you're an individualistic person who wants to be alone, like who has a damaged moon and who isn't used to connecting with people. This is a person who accepts that and accepts that you're independent. I can understand that. I'm that independent type of person too. Maybe we could be independent together. It's a funny thing how these lessons can be the way that they are. Ultimately, your partner has had the south node. They've been in the south node for all this time. So wherever your moon is, they want to be accepting inherently. Your moon brings out an inherent acceptingness in that north node, in their house, in their sign, in their chart. Because the moon is doing as much for them as the north node is doing for you. So, that has been half the reading, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're going to spin it around. Let's flip the script here. We're going to talk about what it's like when your north node, is conjunct your partner's moon. And if you've been watching this video, the same thing applies, but I'll say it just for the sake of it. There's a mutuality going here because the south node, you as the north node person, you've been in your south node for all this time. And just by, you know, if you've been in a cubicle your whole life and you finally get to go outside, even just walking around in the sun feels ecstatically blissful because you've been in a cubicle working from 9 to 5, whatever it might be. In the same way, this person has the moon where your north node is, and you will just feel good holding the space for whatever they have going on there, which means they could bring out a need to trust. They could show that they don't trust themselves, and they could show difficulties and vulnerabilities that for some reason they feel you will accept, and you probably will accept it. This is the ideal of how this works, is that whatever their moon personality is, which is a huge part of who they are intrinsically, they're going to convey that, and you are going to take it all wholesale and even desire to be trusted, to listen and accept what they give you. And this will bring out their trust, and it will be very good for them. Typically, it's more good for the moon person, but this is a way for you to have a value that you bring to bonding and relationship. That's why it's said that this is one of the better placements for a long-lasting marriage or friendship. So, if you are the north node person and your north node is in the same sign as your partner's moon, or your boss, or your teacher, or your children, or whoever, the potential is for the two of you to have a very loving, lasting relationship. Your purpose in the moon person's life is to supply what they need to feel validated and emotionally secure. You instinctively know that you care about them. You naturally recognize and support their inner core, and you help them achieve a positive self-image. As they learn that they can count on you, they relax, their heart opens, and love and appreciation flow between the two of you. Another gift you bring this person is to teach them how to love. Even if they've got a very well-placed moon, they will see and appreciate their ability to love inside themselves. You do this automatically by letting them see that it is safe for them to open up and be vulnerable. Freely validate the ways in which they show affection for others. Acknowledging the good qualities when you see in them, encourages their caring nature and enhances the way they express their feelings to others. This naturally leads to more positive results, and they become stronger and more successful in their relationships of all sorts. In the process of giving them confidence in their ability to relate empathetically to others and to be related empathically, the best in you is strengthened, and you also become more caring. Their moon is giving to the sign and house of your north node as much as your north node is pulling out in a delicious, desirous way what their moon has in store there. And no matter what, whether the moon is malefic or ill-placed or has difficulty for them, it's still the moon and still has important data for that placement of your north node, which you have been seeking throughout your past lives of being too connected to your south node. So it's mutually beneficial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm Dustin Cormier, and this is How to Rock Astrology. Let me know in the comments if you thought that this was cool, and feel free to stay in touch with me and keep watching because I always got more videos coming out. Take care, guys.